So, how's everybody doing this fine Saturday morning? I think today we're going to talk about Miss Harris's taxes. I don't know if you guys caught it or saw it or whatever she wants to do, but she wants to start raising the taxes, and it's going to be pretty bad. She's like, it's like corporate tax is going to go from like 21% to 28%. Then she's going to do capital gains tax from 20% to 44%. And then there's, she wants to tax they call unforeseen money. Now, unforeseen money is, that comes with equity. Like when you get equity on something like your home or other stuff, you know, anything that gains equity, stocks, bonds, and stuff like that, anything that gains money. So, what this unforeseen money is say 3 months from now, your money is going to gain 10%. She's going to tax you on it before you even get it. That's what it means. So, if you had sold it, and took your money out, and you didn't get that money, it was projected as unforeseen. So you're going to still pay taxes on that money. It's a capital gains tax that's going to be ridiculous. And it's an equity tax on top of it. It's crazy. So she's going to tax you really twice. So, but the unforeseen money is like, that's really going to hit you hard in your home. Because every time they reevaluate your homes, your equity goes up. So, I don't know about you people, but they built 5 houses on my street within the past couple of years. And the money in our house keeps going up and up and up. And it's went up substantially. Because it's all based on the amount of money that the houses are being made. So if she rolls back that, and there's no idea how far back she's going to roll it. But if she rolls it back, we can lose our home. She can put us right out of our house because we won't be able to afford the taxation. So, are we going to go right back with taxation without representation? Because that's what it looks like to me. Now, I'm a little pissed off about this because we went into this low with these taxes, and we went to war for it. Reason we're not part of England anymore. But yet, they tax the hell out of us now. And we just pay it. So, I mean, think about it. Everything we do is taxed. Your gas is taxed. The roads are taxed. Your house is taxed. Your paycheck's taxed. Your food is taxed. Your clothes is taxed. You buy a car, it's taxed. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You buy a candy bar, it's taxed. Everything is taxed. Now, taxation used to be voluntary, but it's no longer that. It's a force. Just like our Social Security. Our Social Security is not volunteer. It's forced. It's a forced savings. You have no choice but to go to work and have them take out money out of your paycheck every week for Social Security benefits. And now they're trying to tell us that we ain't going to get it. That, we have to stop Social Security. You can't have Social Security anymore because that's it's a benefit. No. It's not a benefit. It's a forced savings. There's a big difference between a benefit and a forced savings. So, but here's the kicker. Excuse me. Nobody seems to complain. When you retire, okay, you get X amount of dollars. Now, tell me how they figure out that, how much you should get. Tell me. I mean, who makes that up? Because I don't know if it's even right. I mean, you need to add up all the money that you give, right? So let's just say, for the sake of argument, that you give up $50 a week for Social Security. That's $200 a month, right? 5 months is $1,000. 10 months is $2,000. $2,000. 12 months, another 4, right? So that's 16, right? Then you go 16 times 10 is 160. 16 times 20 is another 160. Okay, so let's go. We're at like say 350. Okay. Now, how do you divide that? You did this for 20, 25 years. And I'm just saying $50. Now, my math's not all correct and stuff like that right now because I'm not sitting there with a calculator. And I'm not. My squash is in a calculator, so right now anyway. So, but how did they figure that you're only gonna get like whatever it is, $2,000 a month? Now, this is what really gets to me. So, let's say all in all it figures out the way it's supposed to be. I'm gonna get $2,000 a month. I pass on before I get a majority of my money, okay, which you never get a majority of money anyway. That money stops. Your wife or your husband doesn't get another dime of it until later on. He gets some kind of stupid, cheap-ass death benefit, and I don't even know how long that lasts. But now, if her Social Security is larger than your Social Security, she picks up on hers, and she keeps going when she retires. Yours goes to where? You don't get it anymore. They give it back to the government, and the government redistributes it to other people. How is that right? That's your money. They took it from you. Okay? Now, that's socialism, because that's what it's all about. And it's been like that. So they're going to take my money and redistribute my money to people who didn't earn it. Wow. How's that? Okay? So you get burned. Now, here's another way they burn you. Excuse me. Say you work most of your life and you fall and you get hurt. And you end up by going on disability. Now, your current rate is $2,000 a month is what you should get. They're going to give you less. They're going to give you a smaller portion of what should have been your Social Security. So I think it's like they take 40% away from you. So out of the 200, out of 2,000, you're gonna get, 16, maybe 17, and then it goes from there. So they screw you again. They take from you again. So you get penalized for getting sick. Now, how is that even, like, you know what I mean? It's like, why? Why are they taking your money and keeping it? It's not theirs, it's yours. But now, Mr. Jones, who came over from somewhere else, who never worked a day in his life in America, never put dime one into Social Security, hits the age of 65 and retires and doesn't have to work anymore. Well, guess what? The minimum Social Security check that anybody can get is $750. So he's going to apply for this Social Security, and the government is going to give him $750 of our money out of somebody who died, who didn't collect their money because they died. They're going to get a portion of their money, a $750 portion of their money every month for free. Okay? Now, here's another thing. If you are married and your spouse is still working and you collect Social Security, you are not eligible for food stamps, Medicare, that Obama phone, which is cool to me. I don't want it, but that's not the point. And whatever else goes with it. Now, if you are not married and you are older and you are on disability, you get that stuff. You have to pay for like insurance, and then you have to pay for taxes on your money on Social Security, disability. So your money's not even free. It's taxable, and it's never free. It's always going to be taxable unless you fall under the guidelines where you don't make enough money, which I don't think is ever going to happen, because I forgot how much it is that you have to make before you take taxes out. But say it's 20,000, say it's 30, let's say 35,000, and your exemption is 12,000. You know, then you're at like what, 35 and 12 is 3 is 23. So if you make more than 23,000 a year, then you have to pay taxes. And then if it's less than that, then you pay tax, or you don't pay taxes. But see the point? See what I'm getting at? So how are you even going to be able to survive? Because the Social Security rate, our Social Security checks at our age don't even compare to the national average to be, you know, above board, to be making ends meet. You're below poverty, and you worked all your life, and they took and they took and they took, and we let them take it. We let them do it right underneath us. We just let them do it. Nobody said a damn thing. So that's why you hear them. Like Kamala Harris said, what did she say? About clean energy. Clean air. Yeah, let's do clean energy. If we clean up the air and we eliminate, I forgot the word she says. Shoot. What did she say? Well, in other words, she kill off your kids. Kill off the kids. Reduce population. That's what she said. She says if we clean up the air, reduce the population, our kids will have more clean water to drink. What does that tell you guys? Where are they going to reduce the population? You're only going to reduce it on two sides. The children that are just being born and the people that are about to die. That's where you're going to reduce it. They're not going to reduce the workforce because they need you guys. They need people in the workforce to keep working to make the money so they can get richer and richer, because that's how they do it. Because they have all the inside information. They have all that information of who's doing what, when, and where, and why, and how, so they can get rich. Now, there's a name for that. It's called inside trading. Now, if you're caught inside trading, you go to jail. Martha Stewart went to jail. Nancy Pelosi and her husband did it twice. Didn't go to jail. You know, so you figure it out. And you're not going to tell me that she's not going around telling all her friends, hey, go get this stock. Hey, go get that stock. Hey, do this now. Hey, do that. You know, because it's going to happen. That's what's going on. And we're getting burnt. And they're getting fatter and fatter and fatter off of us. So, let's face facts, people. It's time to stop this. We need to stop it. So, I know myself and my friends, we're not going to take this bullshit anymore. We've had enough, you know. They talk about turning the military on us. That ain't going to happen. Our guys are not going to come after us. Our friends, our family members. You know, once they know you're a veteran, or you think they're going to come after a veteran? You think our fellow soldiers are going to come after a veteran? Try to do what they want them to do? It's not going to happen. I mean, now, don't get me wrong. You're going to get some that might, because they're airheads and they'll do whatever they're told to do. And that's the politics that the Democrats want. They want them dumbass person that's going to just go, okay, yep, I'll do whatever you say to do because I believe in every lie you tell me. So, be prepared. I'm like really scared that it's going to happen. I'm praying that it doesn't happen. Because I got little ones in my family, and I want to see my little ones grow up to have a happy and healthy life and live a long time and be able to prosper from it and gain stuff. I mean, because let's face it, we're all doing the same thing. I'm building a future for my kids so my kids can build a future for their kids, and their kids are going to build a future for their kids. And that's what we're trying to do. Now, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth, so I have no silver to pass down to my children. And my children weren't born with a silver spoon in their mouth, so they have no silver to pass down to their children. So we're making our own silver. I suggest you guys start making your own silver. You know, put over a few cans, start putting some canned goods aside, start putting some dry foods aside. Because if the food chain breaks down, the supply chain breaks down at all, you guys are going to go hungry. So if you don't know how to make bread, if you don't have, you know, proteins put aside, if you don't have chickens to get eggs, there's going to be problems. Trust me. You're going to want this. Doesn't have, you don't have to go, I don't think you have to go spastic quite yet, but let's see what happens. Honestly, the way this is going to work is we need the Democrats out of office. Once they're out of office, we'll be okay. So, think about it. Don't vote Democrat. Vote Republican. Peace out. Love you. Bye.